Hello and welcome to The Truth. This is episode 6. Now, I'm here to remind you that I'm going to be taking a short break, but I'll be back giving you the news and events and whatever. I'm just going to give you the truth, but I will be back. Now, I'm here now. As always, a weekly shout out to our police, firemen, firefighters, first responders. Thank you. And also, as always, a shout out to our boys. Words can't describe, guys and women. Thank you so very much. Now, on the docket would be Eric Garner. Now, my brother, who's a traffic agent, he pointed out to me of how much this woman is going to take from the city. I mean, the guy's been dead for how long now? A couple of years, but still, it's still going on, and there's a case against him from his fellow officers or whatever about what happened and all. You know, they're trying to piece the stuff together and how to punish him or fine him or whatever. But still, technically it wasn't a chokehold. It was a hold they use in wrestling called a sleeper. Now, a sleeper is where the arm's like this, the other arm's like this, holding the guy's head. Now, the way this cop used it was just to subdue him, just to take him down. But he had so many problems with himself that he just went. Simple as that. I mean, the guy was maybe 3 times my size. I mean, I'm a big guy myself, but this guy was huge. No wonder he went off the scene. You know? Just happens like that. Concerning sports, March Madness, the Masters, football, whatever. Some people consider a sport as their god. Don't do that. Don't do that. As in an episode of Family Guy, as Brian pointed out to Peter, God is pissed because Peter made himself a god once. And the ramifications were, I'm not going to explain it. Just if you find the episode, watch it and enjoy it. That's all I got to say. And President Trump, he's going to put sanctuary cities. And I'm like, wait a minute, that was featured on Star Trek 20 years ago about sanctuary districts in San Francisco, where they put refugees, the poor, the unemployed, whatever. And I'm like, geez, life imitates art. And also, these sanctuary districts are from around 5 years down the road, which is very close to our time now. And sanctuary cities, well, like I said, once again, life imitates art. And we just got to put a stop to this. Seriously, we have to put a stop to this. And to reiterate, America growing up. Now, as I said in a previous episode about the Enterprise finding this cross satellite and frozen survivors, one of them was, as I said, a Wall Street guy, right? And the Wall Street guy was, he had a portfolio, he had millions or invested or whatever, and Picard said, we got rid of hunger, want, and the need for possessions. We grew out of our infancy. And once again, that is what we're supposed to do. Grow out of our infancy, just grow up as a society. Just grow up. I urge you, just grow up. That's all. And, college football. like I said, people are obsessing over this stuff. Don't obsess over it. There's more to life than this. In college football, you have Rose Bowl, you have Orange Bowl, you have this bowl, that bowl, that bowl. They have like 6 different bowls. I mean, the only bowl I care about is the Super Bowl, which is around February, and of course, football season starts in September. The new football season, which they're organizing right now. Hold it. Now, there is one subject that, among all subjects I talked about just now, one subject I'd like to touch on is judgment. Now, here's what Matthew 7 says. Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And what measure you use, you will be measured. I'm sorry. Let me start over. Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but you don't consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. And also, I like to point out later on in the chapter is that narrow is the right. Okay, wide is the path to destruction, and narrow is the path to righteousness. All of us have to be on that narrow path and walk with the Lord. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. Speaking of judgment, I saw this show recently on HBO. If you got HBO, watch it. It's mind-altering in how you view Michael Jackson. I saw the show Leaving Neverland. What a game changer for me. What a mind-blowing experience that was, that show where he molested kids. And all I heard about, probably the rest of us heard about this, was there were only 2. Well, they weren't 2. There were at least maybe 4 or 5, which right now they're grown men on this Leaving Neverland show. If you have HBO, check it out. If not, you can go on the computer and check it out. Still, it's a good show to watch. Also, on the same subject of judgment about Michael Jackson, I'm not judging. I'm aware of it, but I'm keeping silent. The key is also with the LGBT community, all the stuff going on. My key advice to you is, now listen up. My key advice to you is, be aware, but be quiet. Be aware, but be silent. Silence is golden. Not ignorance is bliss. That's bullshit. But silence is golden. You be aware, but be silent. You'll be a lot better off. Take it from me. You'll be a lot better off doing that. Like I said, you'll be a lot better off doing that. Now, before I sign off, I like to leave you with this one final thought. Now, this is my personal credo, that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. Remember that. That's food for thought. Now, also remember to comment and subscribe. and subscribe. This is your humbled reporter, Nick, signing off. Take care and peace.